Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Toma-talk with my co-host Jamin and Hunter. What's going on, fellas?
What's up? What's up?
Yeah, what's
No,
going on, fellas?
I'm glad we're all here. Finally having to get a real podcast in.
No doubt, man. It's been I like doing the reaction videos, and thanks to Nick for stepping in. But it's always good to have you guys with me, and we it's been a while since we put out an original pod like we always have done.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to us doing it.
And
It's a good thing to talk about for once, which is freaking awesome.
we've got a string of success to talk about.
We do, and taking 3 of 4 from the Giants, man, and coming back in that not today's game. We about blew it in today's game, but I'll say this: coming back in Game 3 was huge. I mean,
Yeah.
the way you
Massive.
do it, and that was the problem at the beginning of the season. We could not, well, one, either hold a lead, or two, when we got behind in the later innings, come back and do a walk off.
You know what worried me? I thought the game where we came back. I thought it was going to be similar to what happened in I think his game 2, where we came back and Olsen hit a 2-run bomb in
Yeah.
the 9th inning.
Yeah.
But it didn't matter because we gave up those extra insurance runs the half inning before that. The same thing kind of happened in that game. The Giants scored 1 in their part of the 9th, and I'm like, okay, now I know for a fact the Braves are gonna in the 9th they're gonna score 1 that would have normally tied it if we didn't give them that insurance run, and then we're gonna lose by 1
Oh.
when it would have been a tie game, but. We finally came back and got the insurance run back and the winning run back.
Well, Jock Peterson terrorized us in that series, man.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Jock, I hated to see him go. I love the pearl necklace thing, man. It's just funny as can be. But, I knew when we faced him, he was going to make us pay.
Yeah, well, I think he likes hitting at that ballpark, too.
I mean, it's it's kind of like Truist in a way, right? It's a hitter's
No,
park.
I mean, no, I'm talking about Truist, yeah. I mean, Oracle, that's definitely not a hitter's ball.
Oh, Oracle, he hits pretty good out there, so.
Well, that's because every hit he gets is a tank.
Oh, yeah, man. Like, I don't know, dude, but he can hit for, he can hit home runs. He's just Mr. Clutch.
Yeah.
I hated to
These
see
Braves,
Jocktober go, dude.
All these Braves that have left, I think they always end up doing damage back to us. I go back to even Dan Uggla when he played for the Nationals for a little bit. He was garbage, but he always had that clutch home run against us, and with Soler, he seems to have our number.
And
Of course.
Duvall last year,
Yeah.
before we traded for him to get him back,
Duvall,
he terrorized the crap out of us,
I'm
gentlemen.
and
That
we
was
have
part of the
possibility-
reason we got him back.
Something I kind of want to talk about on this podcast is the resurgence of Dansby Swanson and how we have to find a way to pay this man.
No, we have to pay this man.
We're going to run into a scenario where he could end up hurting us again in the future. We get to somebody like the Phillies or Nationals sign this guy, and we're in big trouble.
We need to take care of this before the All-Star break. We need to get ahead of this.
The problem is, honestly, because we got Austin Riley, we got Max Fried.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Soroka. If Soroka starts
Yeah.
stepping up, we're going to have to pay him. And then on top of all that, I think we need to try to get Michael Harris on a long-term contract. If we can get something like we did with Ozzy with Michael Harris, I think that's the perfect scenario for it.
Agreed.
We got like 3 years or so for. We don't know what's going to become of Michael Harris.
I know what's going to come with Michael Harris. I can tell you what's going to
Okay.
come.
We don't
He's
factor
showing
that into the salary equation yet, though. Is what my
But I'm
point.
sure they've offered him something to say, hey, we give you 10 years of insurance for whatever.
Not yet.
Look, you're not going to get a deal with Harris
Not
like you
yet.
did with Acuna
Think
and
it's a
Albies.
possibility.
No, it might be like if he keeps playing the way he does all year this year, they could try to give him like a Eloy Jimenez contract and be like, here's 7 years, $80 million.
Yeah.
I mean, the kid's showing he's an elite defender on top of hitting the ball all over the field.
Well, dude,
Yeah,
he was
Here
at
to
2
say.
spring trainings, Jamin and Hunter, I'm telling you. And,
I
it was
remember.
hard to argue sending him down because he produced so. And, when he came up in replacement, of
He's the youngest
Rosario,
guy in the
which,
Yeah.
yeah. But Rosario is nearing the rehab stage, right? But what do we
Yeah.
do with him? We can't send Harris down. I mean, I wouldn't send Harris down.
No.
I say
Well,
we
I
send.
would-
Austin,
Hey, I say we send him to the Marlins. I say we send him to the Marlins for Soler.
We're gonna get some trades done. If there's anything we know about the Braves, is we're gonna make some.
AA's gonna make some moves. He will make some moves.
But this is literally the first year ever that I can remember that we're going to be going into the trade deadline where, like, obviously you can always improve, but it's the first year ever where I'm sitting here thinking, like, yeah, I mean, maybe another starter, like, yeah, there's not really another lefty bat, maybe, but yeah, I mean, we could go with the team we got now. I ain't worried.
Yeah.
No, we could, but there's always room for improvement. So.
Of course, but every other year there's an obvious need.
Yeah, I get where you're going.
Here's what I see coming. The dilemma coming up here, right, is Soroka is coming back within the next month. So if he starts pitching well, then we got a situation where, okay, are we going to keep sticking with Strider as this fifth starter? We're going to throw Soroka back there. We're going to put Strider back in the bullpen.
I'm sorry, but
yes,
Strider has one bad performance out of all of them. And right now, you cannot afford to. I know you had the last start was just crap.
Yeah.
But you're going to have a stinker every once in a while. I don't care who you are. Even Max Scherzer has a bad one every once in a while. Or Jacob deGrom has a bad one. And that's usually against us. We usually are the ones that punish deGrom. And Scherzer both. But I'm saying we cannot, if he keeps riding this out, like say his next few starts are excellent, right? It's going to be hard to argue putting him back in the pen.
But I don't think so. I don't think so.
It's a good problem to have. Like,
it's a great problem to have.
And here's the thing: all we need is Soroka to be a back end starter, and we know he's capable of being an ace. So that tells you where we're at right now.
Well, do we know? Because we don't know what we have with him right now.
Well, we know at the top of his game, he's an ace.
He's an ace.
Are aces.
I mean,
we know that for a fact.
Yeah.
Okay, let's say this, like Jamin said, basically at the very worst, if he's come back and we know he's healthy, he can be our fifth starter.
Right.
And so that gives you the luxury of having Spencer Strider in there, like
long relief.
No, not even long. Just a 2-inning weapon out of the bullpen where he can just come in and he doesn't need to throw anything outside of his 2 pitches.
Well, it's going to pay off in the long run because he's never pitched over 100 innings.
Dude, eventually that kid's going to be a starter. I'm saying it right now. Yeah, when Morton goes out, when Morton leaves the team, that leaves that spot open for Strider, guys.
Yeah. I mean, but
this year you got to worry about the innings because he's already up there like 60, 70 innings, so he's already close to his career high. So I think
that's
at
true.
some point slowing him down a little bit. So
Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea.
Also you can kind of just tell like when a guy's got just explosive fastball like that's seems fast to guys even in a league where almost everybody's throwing 98 to 100. You gotta like. I feel like when you're a starter and guys are seeing that a couple times through the lineup, that it doesn't have the same effect as it does when you can pull him out of the bullpen and then like
when you have a changeup like he's developed since he's been a starter, he's able to go 2-3 times through the lineup because he has that secondary pitch. These guys, they're used to seeing 100 mile an hour right by their face, and then they're seeing changeups.
Well, they're not used to 100 miles an hour. They're used to 97 to 99, but you get into 100 and 101.
And he has that slider on top of it. I mean, the dude is dominant, man.
I know he can be, but he has to develop that as a starter, and that's something that's going to take all year into next year.
It's going to take a couple years, but he's ahead of where he should be.
I think.
Yeah. I'm not discounting that he shouldn't be in our rotation in the future. I'm just saying we've got options to where we could have him as a dominant bullpen piece while also having all 5 rotation spots locked down.
The more we get him into these stressful scenarios that he's been in with bases loaded, nobody out, and he gets out of them, the more this kid's confidence is just going to grow and the better pitcher he has.
Yeah. Of course.
I think the more experience, the more pressure we put, and he's shown he can take it, man. He's not crumbled once. He's never showed his emotion on the mound. I like that little spinning thing he does when he strikes somebody out. He does that little spin thing, but other than that,
but like he is so far along, like in the mental capacity. You remember how much? Yeah. Like
That's true.
Mike Fultonevich had a heck of a lot of potential, right?
That was his biggest problem. Yeah.
But
couldn't hold it together.
Psychologically, if something went wrong, he unraveled. A lot like Sean Newcomb as well, right?
He got knocked out of the playoffs that year. Remember 10 runs in the first
10 runs in the first. Dude, that game just makes me want to vomit. So let's not discuss it.
We erased it from all memory.
Oh yeah,
and Brady wasn't. He was hurt. I think that series it was just a bad.
Yeah, that was a bad series. We should have beat the Cardinals. Yeah, and
we should have played the Washington Nationals in the championships.
But here's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is he's so far along, even in the mentality that if someone hits a bomb off of him, it doesn't even seem to phase him.
It shouldn't.
He zones in, he locks in. Next batter up.
100 miles an hour like that, you ride with that. Like,
yeah.
You're gonna hit it every once in a while, but
let me ask you this.
I'm not.
Let me ask you this. When we get to the postseason, do you not want to have him out of the bullpen?
I absolutely do. Do. We don't even use the fifth.
Then we don't
wear him anyways
throughout the season.
Between now and then, we're gonna have injuries. There's no doubt about it.
Agreed. Yeah.
More than likely, we're gonna need Strider as a starter.
Yes, that's why we don't try to stretch him all year as a starter, so that we can have him as a weapon to replace injuries in the bullpen and injuries that.
It's all depending on how Soroka plays when he comes back.
And I'm with Jamin, but Hunter, I also agree with you on the factor that, like I said, we don't know that. Until he gets on that friggin' mound at Truist Park, until he actually shows he can throw a game, that's when I'll say Soroka is back.
No, I mean, he will come back. It's just not who knows when, but he will come back.
Yeah.
Oh, it's within the next month. I know it's going to be... Let's see, about late July at the latest.
I would say, let me put it this way.
After just the All-Star break.
Be on the safe side. Let's say, best case scenario, moving him along slowly, right? Let's go.
After the All-Star break.
Let's go August 1st. Let's give the man time to get his literal footing.
Yeah.
In there.
I can see that.
And but let's talk about the resurgence of Duvall. A man that's hitting under the Mendoza line.
Finally.
He's doing a little bit better, but he's still got to improve a good bit, I think. The guy we need to be talking about, I think, Darno, man. Travis Darno.
Oh, God, yeah.
Hero.
Darno. And the way that Snicker's playing Contreras, I like this because both of them are raking.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
Contreras is, they are the best duo.
They really are.
Toronto have the best offensive catching duo.
And we see what a fresh Darno does in the playoffs because he was hurt most of the year last year, and then we got him.
Then he raked
good
literally,
playoffs, and then he was on fire the whole time.
And
he's showing who he is. That's him.
He's turning on inside fastballs, kind of like what Dansby does too. All of his home runs are pull right down, inside fastballs that he pulls.
This little, he gets in these stints. If he could just stay, he's a Hall of Famer, man. If he kept this offensive production that he does, he is an all-time.
You talking about Travis?
No,
we still talking about Travis. Oh, I started saying. Oh yeah, Dansby. Man, he better be an all-star. He better.
Well, he's behind Trey Turner right now. I know.
I'm sorry, but he's hitting better than Trey Turner right now.
He's leading Trey Turner in every stat. And defensively, Trey Turner's actually below replacement level defensively as a shortstop.
Yes, absolutely.
And he's a monster.
I mean, it would be stupid to say that Dansby's better than Trey Turner given their track records, but right now, Dansby is without a doubt playing better than Trey Turner.
At this very moment, yes. And, I mean, we can't discount. Now, Trey Turner's a Hall of Famer.
Like I said, and you got to give Dansby all the credit because he took this year, he bet on himself, and he is reaping the rewards right now.
Yeah, he is, and that's going to screw us long term if we don't figure something out before the break.
Because, I mean, to find a shortstop of that caliber, you have to pay so much money, and I don't know if we're comfortable paying it.
Either that, or you got to draft him, or do like Arizona did, and then traded him for Shelby
Daggum Miller. That I thought we were getting a bad end, but it turned out we won that trade so badly.
No, and I was excited for Ender at the time of that trade.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. It wasn't even Swanson.
No,
Swanson
it was Ender
in, like,
that
the
I
back
was
of my
excited
mind,
about.
yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie about it. Yeah, it was Ender that I was excited about. But
Dude, isn't it kind of crazy that we paid Ender $70-something million for like only 4 years or something like that?
Well,
like a 4-year 70. People forget about that. I never hear that talked about. But that was a big deal for the Braves to give somebody like Ender $70 million at the time.
Yeah. I mean, we wanted
well,
to buy
Frank
him out of-
Wren wasn't exactly the best GM.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'd rather not even talk about Hart
But hey,
or
he assembled
Kapa'ala.
that team. He assembled that World Series squad.
No,
so
He
got-
did
No,
not.
he-
No.
He got us a couple of the good prospects that turned out.
Austin
Copy and Hart actually pulled a lot of the strings to get us what we got.
Copy is he's the one responsible for a lot of it.
A
Yeah.
lot of it, but Wren did pull the trigger on the deal that got us Dansby. So I'll give him credit, but I still don't like the man.
I mean,
Well, let
think
me
about
tell
it.
you something. Well, to go along with that, the guy standing next to him at third base. I mean, let's talk a little bit about that guy.
This man,
Yeah.
who I still state, and I will continue to state, was robbed last year.
MVP.
You
As
can
much as
tell
I would
me,
like
no,
to
you
say
can
it,
tell
I
me
know
that
better than
Harper
that.
was
I'm
better
sorry.
than Riley, but I'm sorry, no, he was not.
Nah, he
Yeah.
was. He was.
Great.
As
All he
much
does
as
is
I love Austin
push
Riley, and I'm
baseball.
telling you,
Riley,
This kid crushes baseballs. That's what he does.
it's what he
Look,
does.
if the MVP voting were to take in playoff performance, then yeah, Riley would be MVP.
Well,
Dude,
that's
you can-
that's
you
obvious
can
because the
feel the
Phillies wouldn't have been there.
Oh yeah, no, I agree. I'm just saying.
He's a different ball player than he was even just a year ago.
Dude,
He's grown-
like his approach at the plate is way different. I told you guys
Whole team,
originally,
man.
I was fearful that when he lost his hitting instructor that he was working with, that he might regress. He has not regressed
He's
and
pounding
everything, but like I said, we got a heck of a third baseman, a heck of a shortstop. I'm really upset about losing Albies, but Arcia has actually
okay?
stepped in, and we haven't lost a step in that department.
No, we knew.
It was a walk off. So
Yeah,
Yeah, no, I think we talked about that a little bit. Like, as far as Arcia, if anything, it will be a boost offensively. We just worry about Ozzy not being on the field defensively, but it won't be long until Ozzy's in the dugout again, and we'll have his presence there. You know,
well, RCA has a better arm. I just think Ozzy's got better range, better glove.
yeah.
RCA
Well, and
has a great arm.
Also, Ozzy's like the captain out there on the field. Like
I like to say Dansby.
no,
Dansby and Ozzy,
I'm gonna say Ozzy. dude.
co-captains.
I'm gonna go
Yeah.
Ozzy
They're
and
co-captains.
Dansby. They're co-captains,
They're both equally important. Put it that
very
way.
much so. That is the tandem that gets the job done.
Especially with
Yeah.
Freddie not there anymore, they had to.
They had to step up. Someone had to step up.
And Austin, I feel like Austin's a year or two away from being that guy too. Being
I agree.
The leader, being like he's the unsung. Like, look, this is how you do it. You show up day in, day out, and you become this guy.
Absolutely.
Because he's the guy like Freddie. You don't have to listen to that. He's not going to give you no rah rah speech. You just watch him in the weight room. You watch him go about his business, and that's the kind of guy you learn from. You know what I mean? And that just helps all our guys. Michael Harris. If we get Brandon Shoemake, which is maybe the guy that's gonna be behind Dansby, he's been doing really well in the
I
minors.
think he's a second baseman, isn't he?
No, he's shortstop. Brandon Shoemake.
Okay,
He's doing pretty well.
well, I still would rather get us Dansby on a long-term contract.
Absolutely. Dansby or Trey. That's kind of the same deal.
I
It's
mean,
like
if we can't get Dansby, let's get Trey friggin' Turner. I don't
Well,
care.
if we
I
get
care
Trey, then
because I love
then
Dansby.
Dansby is a Dodger. Then that means Dansby will end up being a Dodger.
Right over there with
Yeah,
Freeman. I don't know.
I-
He
I'll
might
trade-
not. Hey, he might not go there because Freeman might give him some crap.
I mean, would you not take Trey Turner for Dansby Swanson? I mean,
I would rather have Dansby. Homegrown talent, you know.
I value shortstop defense enough that I
Yeah,
would say no. I would rather keep Dansby
I'm with him.
because we've got enough bats.
But as a backup, if we lost Dansby,
Oh yeah.
Trey
of course,
Turner for
yeah.
sure.
That's different.
Absolutely 110%, for sure, that was who I'd go with.
Yeah.
We got some big players stepping up, man. That was a
We do.
big time series we took from the Giants here, and if we can take 2 out of 3 from the Dodgers, we're really putting the NL on notice, I think, on showing that we're back, that we're the team to beat again.
Well, right now, what I want us to do is go snatch it from the Mets.
Yeah, I mean, 4 games, we're right there. We're right
Yeah.
there.
I think we might actually be in a better situation than that now.
We're a week away from being a couple games back up in the division. I am not worried about it.
I want a head-to-head matchup. I want a 4-game series, and let's take 3 or 4 from those people.
It's gonna happen later in the season when it's
those people.
I kind of had to refrain. Yeah,
but
we know how passionate I get.
Yeah, no, I'm not worried about them at all. I really not. It is fun seeing the way the fans talk about the Braves, like the Mets fans and all that. But.
Nobody wants to play the Braves, man. Nobody does.
No.
And I mean,
I wouldn't either.
Dude,
this felt like a playoff series.
I'm still kind of pissed about the Cubs series. That's a series we should have won.
We're a home run hitting team, and the wind was blowing in.
It does cause a problem there. Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a lot of close calls that looked like home runs, but the wind just knocked it down to the warning track, and you can't really say much about that because we hit home runs. Yeah. That's what we do.
Yeah, it is what we do. Yeah.
And that's why we're so good at Truist Park, is because that
hitter's park. Yeah.
It's a hitter's park, but it's a hitter weather situation too.
Yeah,
it's getting. Everybody's I'll see people in the comments and shit be like, I guess they brought the juice balls out. And it's like, no, it's summertime. It's getting hot, idiot.
Yeah, exactly right.
The ball's flying.
Especially in Atlanta, man.
Oh,
People
it will.
Understand how humid and hot it is in Atlanta. It's
we all know. We live in North Carolina. We live a state above them. 2 states above them.
People that don't live in the South don't really understand the humidity.
Yeah, the humidity is.
Dude, the moment once you get into Atlanta and you're driving like you're driving over that bridge and you're almost into the city, like you can see just concrete everywhere, and it looks almost like a fucking mirage is coming up, like off the concrete. It's so hot, like it just soaks in the heat.
And speaking of that, gentlemen, I will say this before we take a short break. I'm telling you right now, man. We have got to go to Atlanta. We've got to make it to a game this year. So we all got to work out a scheduled day where we can all go together, and we can do a live pod from the stadium.
I'm down. We've been talking about it forever. We got to
finally do it this year, guys. So let's take a brief 5-minute, and then we'll come back and finish the show.
All right, sounds good.
All right.
All right, guys, welcome back. So, well, for one, you can see my background. I'm trying it out, too. I think I'm disappearing a little bit of it.
No, I see you pretty well, dude.
Okay, but we're going to look at our ballots and discuss them a little bit. And we're going to try to do, I've already done my Braves ballots, but we're going to try to do our unbiased ballots and just who actually deserves it for each position, right?
All right,
so my first pick for first base was Paul Goldschmidt for National League. What do you guys think?
I can't argue with Goldschmidt. That's a quality first baseman.
Pete Alonso's not bad.
Pete Alonso's not
Freddie,
bad.
You could choose him.
Yeah, Freddie.
Olsen.
He's
Olsen
doing great.
leads the league in doubles, but that's about it.
Yeah, that's about as far as he goes.
Goldschmidt's the runaway at first base right now.
Agreed right now, yeah. I mean, so Aguilar is actually having a heck of a season for Marlin, but once again, if you look at the OPS and also his average, and he's only got 9 bombs, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, for a Marlin, he's having a great season. So.
All right, but who's your pick? It's either Pete Alonso, Goldschmidt, or Cron's doing pretty good.
I'll go Alonso because he's been hitting bombs. He's on pace for 60-something home runs a year.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Goldschmidt as well. So I'm with Hunter.
All right. Okay. AL first base. This one's a little harder.
Actually, I like Guerrero for this one.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Rizzo. even though they're
I'm telling you, dude.
they're
Guerrero's
interchangeable.
Well, in
Well,
every
no,
category,
Guerrero's obviously
Guerrero
gonna be the better player.
in every category he's beating Rizzo. So
Yeah, no, not in every category. Not in home runs or RBIs.
actually, let's see. Guerrero is being beat by Rizzo by 1 home run. Now make that 2 home runs, right? But RBIs, they're about the same. Average and OPS, Guerrero has Rizzo.
All right. Well, Ty
be
France.
that fan.
Ty France. He's been doing great too, but I think he might have got hurt today.
I'm also
But
not.
I'm
I'm
gonna
not
go with-
overlooking Abreu though. I mean, I'm not overlooking him either. He's solid.
But he's solid, but he's not having the greatest year.
No.
I'm gonna go with Rizzo just because I like Rizzo and Vladimir, but I don't know how many more All-Star games Rizzo's gonna have, and since he's having a good first half, I'm gonna vote for him.
Honestly, I like that. I like that reasoning. I do.
I know. We just played him. Kind of have a thing against the Astros, but the Alvarez kid, he didn't even do.
Oh,
much
yeah.
in the World Series.
No, Alvarez is great.
Yeah. Alvarez, that's the reason I've collected so many of his rookie.
He's also not involved in the cheating scandal, so I'm all right with that.
Yeah, he's 2019 Astros.
Yeah, I'm with you
But
on it.
okay,
Let's
go.
Let's go short. Francisco Lindor.
Wait a minute. We're on second base. We're going to second base.
Second
Let's try to
base,
go in order
yeah.
a little bit.
Obviously,
Jose Ramirez.
Obviously, Albies would be my
Second
choice.
base? That's third base, isn't he?
Obviously,
Albies,
Albies would be my choice. That's if he could play in the All-Star game.
I mean, if you're asking me, Jazz Chisholm at second base.
I'm actually gonna go with
McNeil's actually been hitting really good too.
I just love the way Chisholm plays, dude. He's kind of like the Michael Harris, kind of like 5'2", fast.
I'm gonna go with you since Ozzy is questionable at best to be able to play.
He's not going to be able to.
Let's not forget either.
He's
that
almost
Trevor Story went to second base, which was a development.
Well,
he's had a pretty good year.
But he's AL. He's AL though.
He's AL.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
But I'll say this.
Okay, I'm going with Chisholm. Yeah, I'm going with Chisholm too.
Chisholm.
Okay.
Obviously, Albies and Chisholm for me.
Okay, second base in the AL.
Base for the AL will be Trevor Story. Yeah.
For the AL, I'm gonna go with. I'll go with maybe.
That Jimenez dude's been doing really good, but he's under the radar. I mean, Altuve is doing really good too. He's in number 1 right now.
I don't hate Jose Altuve, so I'll go Altuve. I'm not an Astros fan after what they did, but I do like Altuve. He's a little guy. He plays hard.
I think I'm gonna go with Story too.
But I'll go Altuve or Story, one of the two.
Yeah, I was gonna pick Altuve too, but
if I have two choices, I go Story and Altuve.
Okay, third base. This is the one where I'm gonna be a homer, and because Riley's having just as good a season as not Acuna, but Arenado. Be either Arenado, Riley, or Machado, but he's injured too. He got injured. I'm not sure for how long, but he got injured a couple days ago.
I'm going Riley.
I'm going with Riley.
Austin Riley.
Yeah, I'm going with Riley.
Austin Riley for sure.
Yeah, all three of us. Riley. Austin Riley.
Yeah.
This kid hit bombs. That's what he does, dude.
Okay. The AL one's easy. It's Rafael Devers.
I'm actually with you, Devers.
Well, what about Ramirez?
Third base.
No, there's no debate. There's no debate in the AL, guys. Because I'm going to tell you right now, Devers is hitting 328 with 16 bombs, 43 RBIs, and a 982 OPS. There's no debate on who needs to be.
Yeah, Ramirez is a very good, underrated star. Yeah, I got to go with Devers on this one.
62 RBIs already. This kid's raking. This kid's... Man.
Oh, I know he is. Yeah, he's got the way better track record. He's a great player. I don't know. I'm going with Devers.
I'm going to Devers. Ramirez is definitely my second choice for AL.
Yeah. I mean, he might have been my first. It's just I'm going my
No,
gut
Devers
with
is definitely
Devers.
my first. Plus, I do like Boston. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
I love.
Okay.
All
So
right,
shortstop.
Dansby.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's Dansby, Trey Turner. That's the race right now.
Yeah, Dansby and Trey Turner will be my choices.
By the way, guys, Dansby's in second place right now. Anybody listening, you can do it 5 times a day. I know you probably
Vote.
won't, but at least do it once.
Vote.
Go get him in the first place.
Hey,
I
let's get
want
Acuna
him-
in there too.
I want
know
him being the
Acuna's in
starter,
lead,
gentlemen.
but, hey, we need Acuna. We need Acuna in there as well.
Well, no doubt. Acuna deserves to be in there.
Hey, how
Shortstop.
Catcher,
AL.
guys. Catcher.
Bo Bichette.
No, we're still on shortstop.
We're still on shortstop. For,
Bo Bichette's having a horrible year. He's
What-
got 11 bombs, but he's having a rough year.
What about Seager?
Willie Adames.
Um,
I mean,
actually, you
I
know
wish
what?
Wander Franco was doing better.
I was actually going to say Xander Bogaerts for
I
Boston.
think Bo Bichette's having a terrible year.
He's not. I mean, he's definitely.
And I'm sorry, but I refuse.
Carlos Correa is hitting 303. It is it's
mean-
like homers and RBIs aren't great, but his OPS is good. I mean,
Francisco
he's up
Lindor's
there.
hitting 243, but he's had a really good year. You know, it's kind of weird.
Well, I'm sorry, guys, but I got to go with Bogarts, and as much as I hate to say it, Anderson. My 2 for the AL.
Oh, you're picking 2?
Yeah, I'm
You
going
can't
2.
pick 2.
Well, you can pick 2.
It says select 1 player per league.
I understand that, but if I've got to pick, I'm going to go with Bogarts. That's a given.
Okay.
But I'm just saying what my second pick would be other than Bogarts.
I think I'm gonna go with Bogarts too.
Jamin?
Wait, shortstop.
You going
in
with
the AL?
Bichette? Yeah, you going with Bichette?
Yeah.
All right.
I
can't blame you for that pick.
I can't blame him either.
I like Bichette. Or you want to go left field next?
We're going catcher.
No, we're on catcher.
Obviously,
Okay, well,
Travis
this was
d'Arnaud and
easy.
William Contreras are my 1 and 2. And it's,
Yeah.
I mean, honestly,
Okay.
Contreras is a heck of a catcher.
Somebody I want to talk about. I want to go back to shortstop for a second. That kid O'Neal for the Cubs.
Yeah.
I think he's a rookie. You seen that? He's 6'7".
No, you're talking about for the Pirates. Yeah.
for the Pirates. Yeah. Not for
Yeah.
the Cubs,
No, he's doing really good.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Oh, he just started it. He debuted like the other day, I believe.
Yeah. So
But he's
that's impressive.
6'7", but the way he moves is like a, you know what I mean, like a 6 foot dude.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, for
very
somebody
agile.
that far along, yeah.
For a shortstop,
He's got an
yeah.
arm, dude. This kid, dude, it's crazy.
Oh,
You don't
definitely.
see stuff like that. A 6'7"
Yeah.
shortstop.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I
impressive.
mean, and he'll probably slide over to third base at some point in his career, but either way, yeah, he's doing really great now.
Yeah.
that
It's cool.
spot.
Be cool to have that right now.
All right, so
But,
now
yeah, you
on
wanna
to
go-
catcher, guys.
Yeah, I mean, okay.
It's having a great year. for the-
Yeah. Of course, normally I would pick him. He's gonna get the starting role, and d'Arnaud, hopefully, I'm voting for him so he can get the second role.
Well, look, right now
And-
he's in second place, but I still feel like d'Arnaud deserves to be first. So Braves fans, get on here and
I mean,
vote.
yeah,
Oh, you
if we
know
can
they're
vote
gonna
him in, let's do it. But
We're gonna have a lot of Braves represented. There's no doubt, especially in our pitching. Max Fried's
Well-
gonna be there.
He better be
You would
there.
like-
well,
Ian
also,
Anderson start- keep pitching the way he is.
I don't know if
And-
he's gonna be there.
Dude, Morton's been going 7 innings here, giving up 2 runs max. I mean, dude, our pitching staff.
We're starting to
Oh
look
no,
good
our pitching
rotation
staff's
wise.
great.
Yeah, but
I
I
think
say
Max
Fried
is gonna be the
deserves
only
the nod.
all-star
Man. He needs to be the
In the
all-star.
rotation.
Yeah.
Yeah, Max
And
Fried's
also,
an all-star. The best
You guys
left-handed-
forget that Snit is going to be managing for the NL? I forgot all about that.
Yeah, that's
until the
right.
other
'Cause we
day.
won the World
Man,
Series.
that's amazing.
Yep.
Hey, props.
Yeah,
Props.
Props
yeah, we
for
won.
sure.
Fuck yeah, dude.
He deserves it so much too. Spending like 45 years at this point in the
45
organization.
years in the
We also
daggum
Finally wins the
organization.
World Series.
The tears that he shed whenever we won that, you could feel it.
It was
real.
gorgeous. Yeah, I mean, it was
He's-
really an emotional moment.
We all
I
gave so much
cried.
respect.
I
we
cried
gave
when
him-
we won.
We gave him so much, stuff for his decision making.
Oh, we did.
He knows more about baseball than we'll ever understand.
Hey,
And
but
for him to experience that, the same thing as Bobby Cox did, and be able to call him and be like, we made it, man. We did it.
And it took him less time than Bobby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It took him way less time than Bobby.
We'll remember this for the rest of our lives.
We will.
This whole thing, he's always going to hold a good place in our mind. It's going to suck when this whole thing is over, because we have a window, right? We talked about this a couple of years ago. I feel like we had a good at least 5 to 10 year window where we can win a couple World Series here if we play right. We got one. Now we got I'd say another at least.
We're trying to do what the Dodgers. We're trying to do what the Dodgers and like kind of maybe in a way the Rays are doing, and we're trying to cultivate a way to be, continually instead forget windows.
Or why don't y'all remember one thing? We're not trying to do what anybody else does. We're trying to do what the Atlanta Braves did in the 90s into the mid 2000s.
Are showing up. That's the great thing about it is we're second in attendance right now behind the Dodgers.
Yeah,
amazing. And the Dodgers hold like.
And as long as we're showing up and spending money at the park and in the Battery, there's no reason for them not to spend money on players.
Exactly.
I was looking at tickets for this Dodgers series. It's sold out. The whole series is sold out.
Oh, I believe it. Because it's a repeat of the NLCS.
Yeah. And there's gonna be a lot of Dodgers fans there too.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be huge.
Hey, listen, how big will it be though, boys? If we can take 2 out of 3 out of this series,
that would be huge. Huge.
We're gonna be feeling really good, and it's very possible. I think.
And they're missing Walker Buehler. They're missing a couple of their big pitchers.
It gives us a better
Mookie
opportunity.
Betts is hurt.
Yeah,
Mookie Betts is hurt, and he's having like an MVP year.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Anyways, okay, hold up. Let's go back.
We're back to
catcher. I go with 7.
AL catcher. I would last year, but I'm going with Kirk.
I'm going with Kirk.
Such a good.
You beat me to it. I was going to say Kirk as well. He's hitting for average, and he has 8 bombs. His OPS is over 800. So.
Yeah, he's doing similar like William Contreras, but he's kind of like
Yeah.
He's the AL one for me. Yeah, so you're going Perez?
Yeah.
We're both going Kirk.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay, outfield, select 3 players. Okay, so NL, Acuna, who else?
Dude, Kyle Schwarber's having a really good year.
I'm going to go Acuna as well.
Let's see. A lot of options here.
I'm actually going to go Hap, Acuna.
Hey, boys, what about Jock Peterson?
And you know what?
Jock Peterson's having a good year.
Yeah, I'll go Acuna, Marte, and
Soto. Wait, you got to put Soto.
Okay, go. I'll go
14 bombs, almost 800 OPS.
Fine, Acuna, Hap, and Soto.
I mean, is it not crazy that Schwarber has 20 bombs already? I mean, that's pretty crazy.
Not really. I expect it from him. Yeah.
Judge has 27.
Yeah.
Aaron Judge is a different.
Crazy.
Let's go to AL.
Hey, but mark my words when I say this, and it happens every year with him and Giancarlo Stanton, right? He will miss some time.
I know.
I promise you, because these guys they have no body fat. And that's what causes the injuries.
I feel like Stanton's more prone.
No, Judge is pretty prone to it too.
But that's because Judge is actually a good defensive outfielder.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. But anyways,
dude,
moving on.
Judge, what a player.
Oh no, he's a player.
Look
at Shohei Ohtani. Let's not forget about Ohtani.
Woo. Yeah.
Okay, so in NL outfielders, Acuna, Soto, and Betts. Betts got 17 home runs, 40 RBIs, 884 OPS.
I don't like Mookie Betts, so I'm going Hap, Acuna, and Soto.
Yeah.
Hap's having a good year too.
Hap's having a great year.
Okay, what do you got, Jamin?
For the NL, I'll take Schwarber, Acuna, and Peterson.
Okay. Yeah. So AL, let's see.
Judge,
of course. Yeah.
Judge is a guarantee for AL.
Andy.
I'm going Judge,
Oh, Julio Rodriguez. He's already got 9 home runs. Damn, he
All
just
right.
came up.
All right, so I'm going Judge, Margot.
Wow.
And,
Springer's doing good.
And I'm going to go
Stanton's doing good.
Rodriguez.
Oh, Mike Trout.
Oh, wait,
Trout.
wait, sorry,
God, you
sorry,
can't forget about
sorry,
Mike
sorry, sorry. Judge,
Mike Trout.
and
I want to go with
and
Luis
Margot.
Robert because I really like him.
I'm going to go Margot. So I'll go
Margot?
Yeah, I'm going to go Margot. Yeah.
With 3 home runs, 27 RBIs, batting .302, 788 OPS.
Absolutely, guys hitting for average.
I mean,
He's spraying the ball.
Yeah, but dude,
Homers
he does not belong in this conversation.
Homers do not always win the thing.
You're right, but have you watched baseball lately?
Yes, I have. And Margot hits the ball.
Okay. Yes, but he's still.
I don't care how many bombs you hit as long as you hit for average. Because you're going to do more damage with average.
We're not looking at the. We're not even looking at. Okay, well, go for it.
I would go with Aaron Judge, Mike Trout, and Benintendi.
All right, not a bad call.
What's Benintendi doing this year?
Oh man, he's doing great.
Hey, I guess I could give Christian Pache a nod. Because I'd be the only person ever voting for him.
Yeah, that would be like writing in your own name in a presidential voting.
Oh, I agree, right? Don't put it past me either.
We hope the best for Langoliers, though, man.
Okay.
Yeah, I like Langoliers, dude.
Buxton, he's my third one. So Judge, Byron Buxton, and Mike Trout.
Yep.
So, does that do it? Are we going to do pitchers?
No, we got designated hitter.
Yeah, DHs.
Hitters.
Contreras.
Okay, I'm obviously going with Contreras.
Contreras for sure on DH. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a given.
I like it. I think he's leading the voting right now for DH.
I hope he is. He should be.
Oh, he was at least in the graphic when he showed it the other day.
But
okay, AL. I'm going with Alvarez. This one's easy.
Agreed. Alvarez.
Yeah,
okay, and I think that's it. Where's the pitcher? Maybe the pitching, because this is only phase 1 of the voting. Maybe the pitching one comes next.
And we've already covered his yeah.
We're witnessing a Cy Young in the making here with Alcantara.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
He should probably start the All-Star game for the next.
I'm literally going to go with Alcantara, right? Fried. DeGrom.
Yeah.
And I'll go Max Scherzer.
Max Scherzer ain't even pitched in forever.
Who's that kid for the Dodgers? That Tyler Anderson or something like that? He's been really.
Yeah. He's come up and been good. Yeah.
Corbin Burns is having a decent.
All right. Well, let me take out Scherzer or Burns.
Wait, where are you guys even seeing that?
I'm not. We're just throwing pitchers out.
Oh.
So I'm with him. I'll go Fried, Alcantara, and Burns. Yeah.
Hey, let's not forget about Kyle Wright. I think he deserves a few votes.
I mean, Kyle does, but
Fried
would be the one I would. Fried's definitely our ace.
We're at least gonna have, I feel like 5, 6 players.
I mean, definitely.
We're not. No, we're not having 6 players there.
I said 5. 5 would be about the right number.
The fan voting is we're not.
I mean, we didn't even talk about AJ Minner, some of our bullpen pieces. That's
true. AJ deserves a nod. Sure. He deserves a nod.
Okay, well, I guess it'll come down to like what the pitching all-star situation looks like, and then we'll be able to find out how many guys we're gonna have there. I think we're gonna have Travis as the backup catcher for the National League. I think we're gonna have Swanson
backup
is
shortstop,
probably the backup shortstop, and Acuna in the outfield, and that's Max Fried.
I feel like Riley's
the ones I know.
I feel like Riley will be a backup.
Maybe, but that's what I'm saying. Y'all guys got to vote because Riley's in 3rd place, and he's like right there from being the 2nd place. He's right behind Arenado.
Right. And that means, guys, please, if you love the Braves as much as we do, get out there and vote. Get our man at least in 2nd place.
This is more
Yeah.
important than the presidential election coming up in November. You know what I mean? We
You
just
mean
gotta make sure that
you
we're
you
out
mean
there
well the presidential
for these-
election don't happen for 2 more years, Jamin.
I
But
know
yeah,
gas stations, you know.
but yeah,
none of that
definitely this is more important than that. So definitely
Definitely
get out
it
there
has
and
more
vote for our
merit.
Braves. All right,
Yeah.
All
guys.
right, guys. What you about ready to
Let's wrap
wind
it up.
back in?
Let's wrap it up, guys. It's been a great blast, man. I've been having fun with this. This is amazing. Thanks for getting on with me tonight. And let's start doing this on the regular, at least once a week, man. Because I missed this.
All right. Yeah. Oh, this is what we need.
And for everybody
All right,
out
guys.
there, if you haven't actually hit that subscribe button, please give us a like and hit the subscribe button. If you have anything that you want to see, leave us a comment in the comment section. And as always, go Braves and chop on.
Chop on.